morning, Mr. O'Grady.
Morning.
Come on in. Please take a seat. My name is Nicole and I will be attending to your health assessment today.
Great.
Okay. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Nice to meet you anyhow.
Pleased to meet you.
So, Mr. O'Grady, the reason for coming in for your health assessment today?
I'd like to improve my health.
Okay then. Now I just need to ask a few personal details if that's okay. Just your date of birth, please.
14th to the 5th, 1953.
Okay, and just your address too, please.
47 Leafy Avenue, Broadfields.
Okay then. Okay, do you have any allergies at all?
I'm allergic to surgical tape.
Okay. Now, it states on your form that you've actually developed a chesty cough. How long have you had this cough for?
A couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks. Okay, and are you a smoker?
Yes.
Okay, and how many cigarettes a day?
A pack a day.
Pack a day. Okay.
Sometimes more when I go to the pub.
Okay. Now we will have to look into that today in regards to offering you a few suggestions or options in giving up smoking. It's obviously the number one priority in improving your health.
That would be great.
Yeah, 30 cigarettes a day is a bit too much, and that might be contributing to your chesty cough. It would also be a good idea just to give up anyhow for your general health. Now we do have a few options here at the moment. There is a quit line, which I've actually got the number here for you, and there's also a website as well, I Can Quit website, which you can look in for more information and for more support options.
Thanks.
So I'll just give you that there to have a look at when you get home. Okay. Now, in regards to alcohol, how many
6 to 10 drinks every evening, maybe more when I go out with friends.
Okay. Now, Mr. O'Grady, that is above the national standard of drinks per evening. They usually recommend to have 2 per day as your limit. What sort of alcohol do you drink?
Beer mainly.
Beer mainly, okay. That includes any spirits and wines as well?
Occasionally.
Okay then.
Social gatherings.
Okay. Well, we'll have to look at cutting that back down to a possible 2 standard drinks per day. Also in regarding to that too, there are other options I can offer you, just as an example, instead of having high strength beer, actually changing that to maybe a low strength beer.
Okay.
And also in regards to maybe having 1 or 2 days, looking into having 1 or 2 days alcohol-free days, especially in ways of improving your health. As you've stated, it hasn't been the best of late, so yeah, that would be advisable if you actually did cut back to 2 standard drinks per day.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, work-wise,
I'm retired.
you are retired?
Yeah, retired recently as a manager of a local supermarket.
Okay then. And so, what do you do now?
At the moment, not much. I look after my grandson occasionally.
And your granddaughter?
Yes.
Okay. And so, how often do you look after your grandkids?
Afternoons to help Mark out. He's a mechanic during the day, and he works 3 nights a week at the local pub.
Okay, and Mark is your son?
Son.
Okay. And so you're stating that you look after the 2 grandkids. How old are they?
12 and 5.
Oh, and what's their names?
Lily and Ben.
They would keep you very active.
Very active.
Yes, okay. So, and it's nice that you're actually able to help out your son. But how would you regard your life at the moment? Is it quite, do you have a busy lifestyle or?
Stressful.
Okay. I suppose looking after 2 kids, 12 and 5, would be very stressful. And so how do you entertain the kids of an afternoon?
We sometimes go to the park,
Okay.
stuff like that.
So you spend good quality time
Yeah.
with each other. That's nice to know. Okay. Now, just in regards to the grandkids, with the idea that you guys are obviously, you and Mark are both looking after the grandkids, is there a reason why?
Mark's wife passed away from breast cancer 12 months ago.
Oh, so your daughter-in-law.
Daughter-in-law.
Okay. And how? I'm sorry to hear that. How is the family all coping?
Good.
That's,
She was 37.
that's young when you think about it, and breast cancer too. It's hard these days. Now, I'm going to actually now discuss about exercise. What do you do for exercise during the week?
I'm not very active at all.
You're not very active. Okay, we're going to have to look in ways. We'll have a talk about that, and maybe ways of improving your physical activity would be a good way. You said that when you look after the kids of an afternoon, you take them down the park.
Yep.
Is that quite regular?
Most afternoons.
Okay. I would suggest then, as long as weather permitting, that it'd be a good idea if you could actually walk to and from the park each day. For an adult of your age, obviously it's recommended that you do 30 minutes a day of physical activity, and I think that would be great if you can incorporate that with the kids in any way at all. With our observations that we took recently, your BMI is in the overweight range. So we need to look at ways of actually reducing your weight and increasing your physical activity. So walking, for example, for 30 minutes a day, doing a bit more with the grandkids would be awesome. I think being aware that you are overweight and that you do need to reduce your weight load for your health and to improve your health would be a good viable way of doing that. Is there anything else you like to enjoy?
Going fishing, summertime with the kids. I do get sunburnt.
Okay.
And I don't like wearing a hat or sunscreen. I also enjoy swimming in the local pool.
All right then. Well, I think they are 2 great ways that we can actually improve on picking up your physical activity. First thing I will pick up on though is that you did state you didn't like wearing a hat or sunscreen.
No.
Now,
I like brown skin.
as we all do, but it's not always the healthiest way we can go about it. I've got a pamphlet here actually, just on being sun smart and being aware of but you do need to use sun protection, especially in this day and age, in regards to being susceptible to cancer. And it's actually a really good way of teaching the grandkids when you're going fishing the importance of sun protection. And yes, I just think that'd be great. And also with the going swimming in summer, if we could somehow maybe look into joining a swimming group or a swimming club during the summer, I think that'd be a good way to keep the motivation going.
Why not?
And as you said, with this pamphlet that I've just got for you, it does just raise the importance of wearing a hat and sunscreen, as we know, for precaution against any skin cancer or sunburn.
That's all.
Which, once again, will actually help you enjoy fishing a bit more. If you're not sunburned all the time, you'll be able to go a little bit more, which will help. So, okay, now looking into your diet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I live by myself, I don't cook much.
Okay.
I'm not good in the kitchen.
Oh, that's not good. So what does your diet mainly consist of then?
Well, not breakfast.
Okay.
Lunch, I had pizza and Kentucky Fried or Macca's for dinner.
Okay, so we're not very healthy in that regards at all.
No.
No. Maybe I could give you a little bit of education and a few ideas on how to go about making healthier food choices and meal sizes. Understandably, takeaway is an easier option, especially if you're living by yourself. But in regards to improving your health, I would really try and cut out takeaway altogether.
Yep.
Obviously, if you can't give it up or you have the occasional takeaway, maybe looking at different options. Instead of having chips, have a side salad, looking at their healthier options, what they choose, and instead of having fizzy drink, possibly having water instead, so substituting that respect for it. You state that you don't have any breakfast.
No.
Now, breakfast is the most important meal time of the day. It'll boost your energy if we can somehow get you into a regular routine of having your breakfast of a morning. Even simple things like a piece of fruit, some yogurt, or even to the extent of introducing some cereals for you. It will boost your energy, which will allow you to undertake a lot more, and especially looking after 2 young kids, you will need all the energy you can get.
Okay.
I've got a pamphlet here, it's from the Heart Foundation. Now, it's a really good website. If you go and have a look at that when you get home, it'll give you different options and different sort of meal choices, etc. And it'll also discuss about meal planning and planning your meals ahead, giving you different ideas, different options to improve your diet in that way, which again is all contributing to looking after your weight and hopefully reducing your weight and improving your health after all. Okay. Now, in regards to, are you very religious at all?
I went to a Baptist school until I left at 14 years old.
Okay. Do you still attend church or?
Sometimes I visit the church.
Okay. And are you active in any of the activities around the local community?
The Aboriginal Youth Program.
Okay then.
I take the grandkids to that, which they enjoy.
That would be a nice way of still connecting heritage and culture back to your family in general. Okay, so could I ask about your background?
I never met my father,
Okay.
but he was a white Australian, and my
Okay.
mother is from the Wiradjuri tribe, live near Wagga Wagga.
Okay then. Do you get back down to Wagga?
Yeah, I go and visit my family often when I'm home.
So you have quite a bit of an extended family down
I'm
there?
planning to go in January
Oh, okay.
with Mark and the grandkids.
Oh, so you really do enjoy going back and connecting with the family. Do you miss them when they're gone?
I do.
Okay, well. And so you are going back in January
Yep.
then with Mark? That would be nice, and take the grandkids to meet all the family, etc. That would be a good little time to get away and enjoy yourselves and bond with the family. Now, just in regards to your health consultation, I was just looking at your results of your weights and vitals, of the observations that were just taken recently as well. Now, your blood pressure is rather high and your pulse rate is rather high. I would like for you to make an appointment next week with your GP just to follow up with your BP and heart rate. I do have a few concerns only due to being overweight, your heart rate being high, your pulse rate being high, and your saturation or your oxygen level, which gives us a reading of how much oxygen is actually in your bloodstream,
Right.
is a little bit low. So if you can follow up with an appointment next week, would be preferable please, just to discuss with him other options and expand on the options I've given you, and he'll give you a bit more of a thorough look into your health, and maybe conduct a health heart check, which would be advisable, and maybe also looking at checking you for diabetes, etc. Because you are unfortunately Indigenous Australian, you are at a higher risk rate of actually more or less
Contracting diabetes?
you're definitely in the high risk factor.
Yep.
And along with chronic conditions as well. So unfortunately, as just saying, being Indigenous Australian, we're trying to close the gap, but you are more susceptible to health problems and health risks.
Okay.
So in discussing that with your doctor, and then hopefully you can come back, and I would like if you could make a follow-up appointment with me in the following month,
Yep.
just to further expand, so I can check up on how you're going with your diet, giving up smoking and not giving up the alcohol, but moderating your alcohol to 2 standard drinks a day would be really beneficial for your health. And I believe if you can actually go about and successfully quit smoking and give up alcohol, that it will be a good role model for your children in the future.
I
So,
suppose it would be.
okay. Well, have you got any further questions?
No, that's it. Thanks.
It's been lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much.
So please again, just if we can make a follow-up appointment. And
Yeah.
actually, I might get you some information as well. There is a Aboriginal welfare officer that I can give you the contact details for, but you can actually call, and they will help you with any follow-up appointments, help you with the support that might be needed for any access to any healthcare around the local community.
Yeah.
And as I said, just be a support guide for you as well. So
Thanks a lot.
thank you very much, Mr. O'Grady.
Thank you, Nicole.
It's been great to meet you, and I look forward to catching up with you again soon.
You've got to stop.
It's not the best, but we'll do.